RG is graphed on the figure below. Write the perpendicular bisector of RG.
So perpendicular means I need a perpendicular slope. Bisector means we need a midpoint. And because I gave you the graph, we can pinpoint out the midpoint by doing rise over run and cutting that in half. So we know our midpoint for this one is located at 3, -1. That is going to represent x1 and y1. For my slope, what'd y'all get for the slope?
1/3.
Right now it is what? -3? And I'm going to put that over 1. And someone said 1/3 is correct. Perpendicular slope would be opposite reciprocal. So we're using these two information to use. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So we have y minus a -1. So can we write +1? Yay? Okay. 1/3 x minus a 3. And if I apply my algebra 1 by distribution, 1/3 x minus 1, minus 1 on both sides. So we get y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Now when you actually do graph this, it should look perpendicular. So let's actually do this. Here's my -2. And I'm going to go up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. And it's okay if the figure is not drawn to scale. Can someone pinpoint as to why this does not look exactly perpendicular? Look at the tick marks of the y's versus the x's. Which is wider? The x's. So it looks a little stretched. If it wasn't, it would be perfectly a plus sign. Good? Okay, the next number is number 4. Okay, number 4, Presley, let's read.
Solve a triangle on a map of Texas. Use Houston, H, San Antonio, Austin, LSD as vertices. If the angle is formed by segments HS and SD, the largest angle in the triangle, which distance is greatest?
So angle formed by, so let's go ahead and make our triangle. I'm going to say, here's my Dallas, there's my Houston, and here's my San Antonio. Angle formed by SD and HS. SD and HS is the largest angle, the biggest. So which distance is the greatest then? From D to H. So this will be the largest side as well. And our D to H has to be C. Okay, Kaden, number 5, let's read.
If the distance from San Antonio to Houston is the least, which angle of the triangle formed is the smallest?
So I'm going to redraw this just because. Here's our Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. It says San Antonio to Houston is the least amount. So San Antonio to Houston is the smallest amount. So therefore my angle must be the smallest in Dallas. It'll be A. And then our last one. Roberto, let's read.
Compare measure QRP blank
Measure,
angle SRP using the figure below.
So we have angle QRP and we have SRP. So we're looking at, these are my question marks. And this has to do with the hinge theorem. Let's see. Hinge theorem states, if these two sides are congruent to the other two sides of the triangle, depending on the side opposite of it, it's going to control one to be bigger and smaller. So 5.1 is less than 5.4. So with this top angle must be smaller or bigger? Must be smaller. And the bottom must be bigger because 5.4 is greater. So we know QRP is less than SRP.